Okay. It's him. Dick. I don't know. I don't know. Deck. Yeah. You can. By the way, you can still tag me. I'll just retweet it after the fact. Okay. Yeah. Unfollowed Wolverine. Who, Wolverine? Oh. Oh, that dude. Why did you still follow him? Didn't he block you guys? Oh. You didn't care for what he was saying because he was talking about just the stuff. Yeah. Wake me up inside. Wake me up. So are we ready to go, or what are we doing? Oh, you're tweeting shit. You're tweeting shit, dog. Oh, I didn't mean to like my own thing. Oh, there you go. Featuring Sid. Yeah, don't even put my YouTube name, but it's cool. I hope so.
Mamas.
Sorry. Sorry. Sure.
You are now entering Armbar Audio.
Oh shit! Hello, and welcome to another episode of Armbar Audio. I'm your host, Tim Farley, and next to me is my trusty companion,
John Kearns, what's up, everybody? I don't know why that
So
pause
slow
was there.
on
I'm
the
sorry.
uptake here.
I was looking at shit. My bad.
And today we are joined by our third member, our best friend. You know him already. Siddharth, the NerdyMark.
Hey, yeah, what a fantastic pronunciation of my last name. Yeah, hi.
Well, I
I'm
messed
here.
it up on purpose because I don't know how to say it anyway.
Yeah, no, you're just a dick. That's all. Yeah, hi everybody. Sid
Not
here.
a nice
aka
way
the
to
NerdyMark.
start the show, Sid. Jeez.
It was still fun.
Sorry, you're just a dick. That's all.
Sound
I could
good?
be better. That's all. I just could be better.
Did we sound okay?
That's
So-
all I'm saying.
At the end of every month, beginning of a new month, we come and bring you our top 10 favorite matches of said month. Today we will be talking about the month of May.
What?
Top 10 matches for the month of May 2020.
Yep.
You boys ready to get cracking with the necking?
Yes, sir.
To borrow something
yes, sir.
from Ross. I almost said Ross O'Donovan, but it's not Ross O'Donovan, it's Ross Twardell. Ross O'Donovan is Rubber Ross of Game Grumps fame. Let's go. Number 10 comes to us from SmackDown, the Friday night offering from WWE. It was Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulick in the Intercontinental title tournament. 10.
What a wonderful match. As you would expect, this had a lot of reversals, a lot of catch-as-catch-can wrestling. Neither of them threw a strike, which was interesting. It was really good outing by both. Sid?
Yeah. So I thought this was really, really cool. Just as good as their match in the Elimination Chamber. And I would say I liked the part where Drew Gulak was down on one corner and Bryan was setting up for the knee, and Gulak kind of knew exactly what he was about to do, and he tried to counter it. It kind of felt like an anime when like the other person kind of knows what the other guy's about to do. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I like this match quite a bit. I mean, Drew Gulak and Daniel Bryan, they're both technical masterpieces in the ring. I can't believe I said it like that, but I mean, you're gonna get a good match out of these two. It's inevitable at this point to get a bad match out of them. I think they'd have to try really hard to have a shitty match. But it also is funny that Drew Gulak, he apparently left WWE and then he just came back after like a few days. I don't know what the hell that was all about. Yeah.
Maybe he wanted to renegotiate and get some more of that Saudi blood money.
Whoa.
Yikes.
I didn't know we were talking about that.
Yikes.
A horse is a horse,
Tim,
man.
you look like such a small man every time we do a video, but you're not a small man. You look so.
It's because you are.
I mean, I know
big human.
I know I'm taller than you, but I'm not that much taller than you.
You're 6 feet something tall, dude. That's
But
that's pretty decent height.
All right, number 9.
It's just weird. I don't know why it looks like that when we did a video.
Well, maybe I should invest in a booster seat.
A booster seat?
Yeah.
Booster seat. There you
we
go.
Need a high chair for table 1.
That was that was solved the problem.
Number
That was solved the
9
problem.
comes to us from Double or Nothing, the big AEW pay-per-view event. This was, we said it when we reviewed the show, in our opinion, the best singles women's match in AEW so far.
Yeah.
It was the Native Beast Nyla Rose defending her AEW women's title against Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida would pick up the victory here. And this was a no disqualification match as well.
Yeah.
So there were some cool spots.
Yes. Big match, Nyla and Hikaru Shida put on an amazing effort.
That's racist.
No, I'm doing what that Dasha girl does. That's how she announces her.
She says Hikaru Shida.
Well, that's racist, so fuck you. Anyway,
That's how she says it, okay? How you said it was racist. She said it properly.
I'm not racist.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, Nyla had her stick. Came into play a lot. The kendo stick.
Kendo stick, bitch.
At the end, Sheena
Yeah.
broke that shit over and hit her with a running knee. But there were some cool spots, like Nyla put her through a poker table or something like that. It was a really good match, man.
Yeah, Sheena got put through the poker table. I think there was some stuff with a steel chair as well. Throwing each other into the ring steps, throwing each other into the apron, into the wall. It was some good shit. What say you, Siddharth?
First of all, I hate to say it, but I told both of you so, because you both had no faith in Nyla Rose. I was the one who said
Hikaru
Shida.
Yeah.
I mean Hikaru Shida, I'm sorry. I was the one person out of the three of us who said Shida should and will win.
Faith in Sheena.
Yeah, you were like, oh no, Nyla Rose is going to win this match. I was like, no, Shida's fucking winning this shit. Oh, what a big deal. Big deal. But yeah, I am just glad that the belt is finally on Sheena. And again, this is not a knock on Nyla Rose. I thought she was greatest champion, but I really wanted Sheena because I just thought it would be cool to have her have that belt because Sheena is a fantastic athlete and she deserves all the freaking belts in AEW. But, well, all the women's belts. If there's any more women's titles, only one. Yeah.
You watch this show every week, Sid. How do you not know that there's just one?
I know that there's just one. I'm just saying in case they decide to do another women's title for some reason and they decide to make a
tag team?
Sure, why not? Yeah, she can tag team with Chris Statlander or something. I don't know. But either way, I thought this was a very brutal affair, and I think it was just, just everything. I think it made sense for the storyline between the two. Even though they barely had enough time to build a feud, they still were able to give us a very compelling match. So, kudos to AEW for that. Yep.
Number 8.
Match numero ocho comes to us again from Double or Nothing. It was the Salt of the Earth, Better Than You and You Know It, against Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
What's his name, though?
Who?
You didn't say MJF.
Oh, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF. Whoops.
Yeah. Against Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
It says it right there.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
MJF versus Jungle Boy.
Good job on the visuals, man.
Thank you. I didn't make them.
Anyway, these two have amazing chemistry together. They remind me of young Ricky Steamboat and a young Ric Flair. I could watch them wrestle over and over again. The style contrast between the old school wrestling style of MJF to the more high flyer approach of Jungle Boy is really good. Jungle Boy has charisma without even saying anything, and he gets even more of that love by being in there with such a great heel as MJF. And this was also a really good technical match. Like, not what I was expecting. I thought it was just going to be okay, but they really put on a show.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. This was a very good showing for what I would consider the solid AEW mid-card with MJF and Jungle Boy in there. I loved that the outside interference was minimal. I would love to see MJF and Wardlow versus Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus in a tag team capacity.
Yeah, if Wardlow stays with MJF.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
There might be some dissension there after what we saw in that that battle royal.
I think it's good that they're keeping MJF's undefeated streak intact. Perhaps they are saving it for Wardlow. So I'm okay with that. But I think, Tim, you just kind of hit all the points, and you just took the words right out of my mouth. But that's okay. I'll just say that I am hoping that we get Wardlow versus Luchasaurus at some point, because that's a freaking match that I really need to see. Yeah, but I just got to say, AEW's been really beefing up their roster with their women and their big guys.
Yeah, dude. I want to see Wardlow versus Brian Cage.
I want all the beef.
All the big. Are you saying you want big meaty men slapping meat?
Yeah.
Big meaty men bumping meat?
Vince will want to quit WWE and come work for AEW if he sees that.
Number 7 comes to us from WWE land again. It was the Money in the Bank ladder match, which took place at WWE headquarters, in which the women's and men's matches happened simultaneously, and they started on the ground floor of the building and had to fight all the way to the roof. There were some great moments in this. We had Asuka flying off of the balcony, Otis throwing food at people, and shoving a pie into John Laurinaitis' face, which is something we've all wanted to do.
Baron Corbin killing Aleister
Baron
Black.
Corbin murdering Aleister Black and Rey Mysterio.
I still think they missed the buck whenever they could have had Aleister float back up.
Definitely.
That would have been
cool.
so
It
awesome.
would have been
And I gotta say, Baron Corbin was a perfect villain here, because he revealed his evil plan towards the end of the match when he said, "I'm going to the roof." So
Yeah. I'm going to the roof.
Yeah, and he tried to mess with Asuka, which was...
that made no sense.
It made zero sense.
It makes
He
sense
had-
because he's a king and he wants the prize first.
But he also had like 5
whatever.
minutes where he was the only
It's
man on the
immense.
roof to grab the briefcase.
I really liked
He's an
the
idiot.
AJ Styles moments.
Yes.
Especially
He has PTSD, man.
in the beginning, whenever they put the barbell over his chest.
Yeah.
I liked the story with the Undertaker not really dying.
Yeah.
Where he entered the room and he saw the posters, and that was really cool.
And there was the casket in like the blue lighted room.
Yeah, yeah.
Otis, as always, is one of the
gold.
most entertaining people in WWE.
Yes.
With those are some pretty colors, Ray, and the food fight and the shaking the sandwich.
Shaking
and,
the sandwiches.
God, he's so fucking funny.
I think I want to see at some point Otis cashing in on Braun and the Fiend interrupting that match, setting it up for SummerSlam. But with Fiend versus Braun.
I also liked when Shayna Baszler choked out Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. I didn't get it, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Because Ray's not trying to get the women's title, but, I mean, okay.
Well, Shayna Baszler was just attacking anybody that she could reach.
Yeah.
Because she's an animal.
That's true.
That was what the story was.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that, the food fight was great.
With Paul
Although
Heyman trying to eat his lunch and shit. And it was
When I saw Paul Heyman, I got a little scared because I was like, oh shit, is Brock
Did
Lesnar
Brock Lesnar
around?
show up and win the match?
I was like, oh shit, no, please. But no.
And then they did the unthinkable and actually let Otis win a big match. So there you go.
He's money, man. Him and Mandy Rose is money.
Definitely.
Yeah. Apparently, on a interview with Chris Van Vliet, Mandy said her boyfriend doesn't mind this whole angle with Otis. So, good to see that the man doesn't get jealous.
Well, why would he? They're entertainers. I think
but then
anyone who's in a relationship with an actor or actress that gets jealous of on-screen relationships is a fucking idiot.
Right.
Yeah, you obviously don't know what you signed up for.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Also comes with Money in the Bank. It was Drew McIntyre versus the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins.
That was racist, Sid.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I mean, you could have made him sound like the fucking dude from The Simpsons, like I did, but
No, I was doing like how Ross Tweddell does it.
yeah, Drew, Big Daddy Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So
That's shut up, Clay. Anyway.
this was an amazing match.
This established Drew as the noble champion that he is. The end sequence where they traded, where he missed the stomp, there was a super kick, a claymore or whatever. That was really awesome. The match was very good. I liked the handshake at the end. I'm trying to remember everything, but
knowing what we know
it
now,
really established.
it was really
Drew.
cool.
Yeah, I stand by everything you just said, but yeah, I mean, it was just cool. By the way, this is where also we got introduced to Seth Rollins' new generic theme music, so that's there.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that he needs to have a new theme because he's a heel, but can you at least make it interesting? Like, I'm not asking for Burn It Down 2.0. I just want something a little bit more interesting for Mr. Rollins over there. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I by the way, I am so glad that they finally, just in retrospect, they finally turned Drew face. Like, I know they did it even before. And because I've really liked him as a face champion in NXT, and I was really looking forward to the day that he was going to turn face again eventually. But yeah, I mean, just a great showing between the two. And like you said, the handshake, Tim, was really awesome.
Little side note here, I'm looking at our video, and it's cool. Like, the green smoke on the background image that I have here is like perfectly blended with the smoke in the actual match graphic, and it's pretty cool.
Oh shit, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
All right.
So, number 5. That was just a visual. I like visual stuff like that. So
Yeah.
number 5 from Impact Wrestling, it was Trey Miguel versus Michael Elgin. Unbreakable Michael Elgin.
In the semifinals of the number 1 contendership for the Impact title. No one thought Trey had a chance in hell because Michael Elgin is on a warpath to the title. But Trey showed his heart, his agility, his speed, and with a little help from Sami Callihan, got the win here, which is setting up him versus Ace Austin tonight, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But this match was so cool. It was like watching Ricochet versus Tomohiro Ishii. Like, those were the styles. A lot of good sequences, a lot of good moves, a lot of good storytelling. My only gripe with the match is my gripe with all Impact matches. I had to hear Josh Matthews speak. So, but yeah, it was great. Wonder what they're going to do with Trey.
Well, I'd say, with as good as this match was, I'm looking forward so much more to Trey versus Ace Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this is going to be amazing. This is probably going to be on the list for June 2020.
Probably.
Yeah.
Early contender. So,
yeah. So Sid, what do you think?
So, I will say that this is like a David and Goliath story for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a story that's been told many, many times throughout pro wrestling. Depending, what are you doing? Why are you making that face? That's him. I don't know.
He's
Just distracting. Oh yeah, well, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
And like you're saying, it is a story.
Yeah,
been told time
but
and time
it
again.
is all about the presentation,
right?
And
When
this was
it's
presented
done,
really well.
Yeah,
I love that Trey was like crying towards the end of the match when he couldn't pin him, and he was just like, "What more do I have to do just to put this big dude away?" And finally he triumphs with a little help from Callahan.
in the frame. What are you doing?
But yeah, yeah. Like you were like cut off. You're like cut in half for a little bit. But anyway, yeah, this was. I enjoyed this a lot. and classifying himself as obsolete.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about that a little later. But yeah. Anyway, so great freaking match. I loved it. So good stuff.
Yeah, one of the best storytelling matches out of Impact in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
It was very
Like,
enjoyable.
whatever.
Whatever.
I don't give a shit.
What is happening between you and Sid? I'm not even noticing it.
I don't know, man. You ask him, man. It just
Number 4.
can't get into the mind of Tim Farley over here.
Yeah. Number 4 came to us from NXT.
Do you want to let him finish?
Yeah.
Do you want to just let him finish? Just finish laughing, and then we'll get to the next one. We'll wait. We'll fucking wait.
All right.
Number 4 came to us from NXT. It was a triple threat contest. It was the A block final for their interim cruiserweight championship tournament. Drake Maverick, Ishida, Jake Atlas, 3 top guys in NXT, I'd say. And Jake Atlas, relatively new, already establishing himself as a top guy,
Oh yeah.
I'd say. So, Sid, I'm going to let you start on this one.
Okay. First of all, I'm really looking forward to this Wednesday when we get Drake Maverick versus El Hijo de Fantasma. That's going to be a great, freaking awesome match.
Hell yeah.
I still don't know, still don't understand, whether the whole Drake Maverick getting released is a work or a shoot. It's looking more and more like a work every day. But then again, maybe they're just, it looks like we're getting worked into a shoot. I don't know. Well, I guess only time will tell. I like that Kushida and Drake Maverick were having a bit of animosity building up here. They were kind of going after each other a little bit more. At least Kushida was. Kushida in the beginning was literally like, a hawk after its prey when he was just going after Drake Maverick. And and Jake Atlas I was a little scared that Atlas would be almost a non-factor, but no, he had a lot of great moments in this match, and I am very impressed with this guy, and I really do hope at one point he does get the Cruiserweight title at someday. I can honestly, this is a long shot, but I could definitely smell a heel turn from Drake Maverick at some point, just because he's kind of not one in the most, normal, like noble of ways. Like, he's got the tights up.
Well, he's in desperation mode. He's trying to save his job.
Oh, for sure.
The money's in the change,
and then if he does win against Fantasma and get the title, he may continue
That's
those
one thing
desperate ways.
Sid likes to do. Whenever he pronounces any foreigner's name, he tries to do it exactly how it would be pronounced in their own language.
I call that respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fantasma, yeah.
Well, you were making fun of him.
I wasn't making fun of him. I like how it sounds. I love the name Fantasma.
Yeah. I was trying to do the same for Drew McIntyre until you called me a freaking racist.
You called me one.
Match number 3. Moving on.
Touché.
This is weird. Match number 3 with a homemade graphic, because DDT's graphics don't exist. We've got...
You're welcome.
Alright, so Kazusada Higuchi, I'm getting used to these names, I'm trying, versus Tatsuya Endo. It was for the KOD Openweight title Challenger Sword match.
Yes, this was on DDT's first ever TV show. It was the main event. We are recently getting into DDT, and you could tell right away by the way that these guys looked what they were going to bring to the table.
Yeah.
This Higuchi guy is this big, old school looking wrestler, and Endo is like an anime looking character. He has a wild hairdo, and You know, like
He's a spot monkey.
He is a spot monkey.
He's a spot monkey.
But
Shit.
anyway,
Careful.
the pacing and the psychology of this match really put it over the top for me. Really, really, really enjoyable. You got what you came for. This was a good main event for their first show.
Yeah. It was
Higuchi
very
won.
nice. It was very nice. I really like what Tetsuya Endo brings to the table. He's quickly become one of the people that I recognize and look forward to seeing when I watch DDT.
He's going to be wrestling Masato Tanaka for the title at
When's that?
Peter Pan. I don't know which day 1 or day 2.
That's going to be awesome. Higuchi as well. Higuchi is a guy that I could see tearing it up with guys like Ishii or even Suzuki. But Tetsuya Endo is one to watch if you're going to get into DDT.
Yeah.
Sit.
Yeah. First of all, are we going to ignore the fact that they are fighting over a literal sword? That was awesome. I love it. It's fantastic. But yeah, hey, I mean, I'm from Texas. We love our weapons, so I love seeing that shit. Anyway, but this, I think we had a DDT match on our list a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of the same kind of vibe I got from this one. Starts off a little slow, but quickly picks up the pace as the match goes on. So, and obviously Endo and Higuchi are two amazingly talented wrestlers. And like you said, I want to see Endo versus some of the guys in New Japan at some point once it finally opens up, which, by the way, really glad that they're opening up again in July at some capacity. So that's awesome. But, yeah, and DDT, by the way, also is presented like an anime. That's always a good thing, in my opinion. And, it's just good to see. It's a good thing, if you're missing New Japan, definitely DDT is a good promotion to check out. So yeah, I mean, I loved it. It was a wonderful match. It's good stuff. Such good shit.
Number 2.
We're getting into our top 2 here. Both of these top 2 matches were amazing. That's what I'm going to say. Number 2, we had the Fight Pit, the first ever NXT Fight Pit. It was Timothy Thatcher versus Matt Riddle. Kurt Angle was the special guest referee. This match would eventually lead to us finding out that Matt Riddle is going to be moving to SmackDown, and that Kurt Angle was there to scout him. And I love that storyline. Let's get more scouting talked about on the actual program.
Kurt Angle was approached to be his manager, but for a varying amount of reasons, he had to decline, but he wanted to do it.
Yeah.
This match was brutal and sweet.
Talk
I
about
liked
brutal.
I liked how the Fight Pit looked aesthetically. It was like a cage fight
So cool.
instead of a cage match. I liked how Riddle would use the cage to bounce off. At one point, he kicked Thatcher in the face, and Thatcher lost some teeth and was bleeding. At one point, they went to the top of the cage where there was like a platform, and Riddle hit the floating bro. It was just a really good fight feel wrestling match. Timothy Thatcher, a lot of people didn't understand why he would sign to WWE and how he would be received or how he would be like put in WWE or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think so far they're doing a fantastic job with him. Sid?
Yeah, so I think Timothy Thatcher as this kind of badass heel is a really good move for him. I think he would be. I do think he would benefit from a manager too, because he doesn't seem like the guy who talks too much. He just seems like the guy who just comes in and kind of gets shit done.
He gives me Chris Benoit vibes.
Oh yeah, Chris Benoit. And his theme reminds me of Dan Severin, so that's there. His theme song has a bit of that vibe to it, so I like that. It's like a remix of Severin's theme. But anyway, by the way, Timothy Thatcher versus Minoru Suzuki is a really good match. It's out there somewhere.
So is him versus Walter from Progress. Fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Do y'all think, because he was in Ring Conf, y'all think he's joining Walter at some point, or
eventually? I could see it happening. I think that it's going to. No telling when this insane fucking reality that we're living in comes to an end.
Right.
But yeah,
or a change.
Anyway.
Or a change, yeah.
Right. Anyway, so. And of course, Riddle doing his thing, obviously, with all his, I don't have to say anything about Riddle. At this point, if you've watched my reviews on AEW and NXT, you know how I feel about Matt Riddle. Mm-hmm. He's fantastic. He's awesome. And, I hope he does good things in SmackDown Live. There are a lot of matches from him that I would really like to see.
I'm waiting for Riddle versus Gulick rematch.
Because
that NXT match that they had was
Cesaro.
Fucking killer.
Yeah.
Unless Cesaro's on Raw. He's on SmackDown or is he on Raw?
Is Cesaro on SmackDown? Yeah.
Okay.
Riddle versus Cesaro.
But WWE being who they are, they're gonna have him versus Baron Corbin because that's what we want, isn't it?
I hope not. I certainly hope not.
I'm saying.
If you listen to our show regularly, you know exactly what match we're about to talk about. This was, hands down. What are you laughing at? What is so fucking funny? What?
Anyway, I was just doing the broken thing.
Broken, yes. Yes.
Yes. Delightful.
The most chaotic occurrence on a wrestling program that I've ever seen in my life. We're going to talk about none other than the Stadium Stampede #1 match, May 2020. Inner Circle versus the Elite. Inner Circle enters the stadium in football gear. Referee Aubrey Edwards starts the match by blowing a whistle.
So good.
Hangman Page chases Sammy Guevara on a fucking horse. Sammy Guevara gets run down with a golf cart, which was something that had happened before. So it was the second time he was run down with a golf cart. Within the span of a couple weeks, we had Matt Hardy go into a pool that he had preemptively filled with water from the Lake of Reincarnation. We had the arrival of Neo 1, which is the reincarnation of Vanguard 1. We had
natural electronic organism.
Yeah. We had Jericho challenging a referee's call. We had 100 yards of Northern Lights suplexes.
Keep going, John. Me and Sid don't need to talk. Go.
No, you can.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, you covered almost everything. The bar fight was awesome with Hager and Adam Page.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Omega and Page sharing a drink, pouring a drink for each other. The moonsault off of the...
I didn't even mention the moonsault off of the goalpost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot of the shit that Jericho does in general. That'll move the chains. That was hilarious.
That'll move the chains.
This match. Okay, go ahead.
No.
No, I want you to finish what you were saying.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Very serious.
I'm
going off the top of my head.
Okay. Well, all I wanted to say was like, this felt. I'm sorry. This felt like. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. See, hey, at least I know how to say sorry, unlike Chris Jericho. There's that. Anyway.
He's Canadian. They all say it like that. That was racist.
He doesn't know how to. No, it's not racist. Do you not know that when Chris Jericho says it, he stutters. He doesn't know how to say that word.
Yeah.
Oh, you were going. Okay, you were going with the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
I thought you were just making fun of Canadians
John.
for saying sorry.
No. No, I actually really dig the Canadian accent. It's nice.
It's
A
nice.
boot. Anyway. Yeah.
boot.
But as I was saying, this basically felt like AEW's version of the airport fight scene from Captain America: Civil War. And
Yeah.
this, especially the beginning when they both teams just collided. That was awesome. And then it goes to different places, just like in Civil War. This is some damn good entertainment. And I mean, if you didn't like this match, I don't know what to tell you.
Fuck Jim Cornette.
There you go. Thank you.
The best one-winged angel I've ever seen. Like
Yeah.
a 20-foot drop onto like DJ booths
Yeah.
from a platform. Insane. Ortiz and Santana were hilarious.
Oh my god.
Gold.
Especially when the bell was rung on Ortiz.
And he got attached to the chair of wheels by Dr. Matt Hardy.
I like that Matt Hardy is just spitting those cheesy one-liners. Oh my god.
Take one of these and call me in the morning. Yes.
I liked when it became version 1 and it had like Matt Hardy facts again.
A matter of fact. Yeah.
Yeah. That was fucking
Those were
awesome.
great. Those were great. My god.
All right.
Yeah.
So good. The Stadium Stampede. Like I said, when we covered Double or Nothing, we could do a half-hour podcast just on the Stadium Stampede match.
I'll tell you this. The month of May was a hard list to put together because there were so many really good matches. Like I said, with the DDT TV show, there's at least 2 matches each show you should watch. There was an awesome match from MLW this month with El Hijo del Vikingo, Octagon, and Mystiz. I forget what their team name is called, but they are putting up the AAA Trios titles against Injustice of Jordan Oliver, Myron Reed, and Kodo Brazil, and that was fucking awesome. But yeah, I mean, like, there was just a lot of good wrestling this month.
Yeah, May was a good month. With Money in the Bank, Double or Nothing, both NXT and AEW Dynamite going back to the live format. It was good stuff. And just this past Wednesday, it wasn't a match, so we couldn't talk about it here, but the arrival of FTR, the revival in AEW.
AEW right now,
Like,
possibly
they're
has
firing
the
on all
best
cylinders.
tag team division in all of wrestling history.
I agree.
I don't think
I
it's
agree.
possible. I think it just is fact.
Yeah. That is so true.
And when all this COVID shit's done and they actually have the Lucha Brothers back and fucking whoever, the Hybrid
Hawk.
2. Hawk?
Hawk.
Oh.
Pac.
I was about to say, Hawk's dead, man. I watched Dark Side of the Ring about it.
That's how I know. That's how I know.
Yeah, that's how I know.
No, I know.
Right.
So, that does it for Best Matches May 2020. Thank you for watching, if you did. If you enjoyed this, like the video, check out that description for our link trees. They're both in there. Sid, what do you got going on? Talk to the people.
So I am on a bit of a Twitter hiatus for a little bit. I will be back hopefully in 2 weeks, just because of shit happening, which I don't want to get into too much. But other than that, I am planning on reviewing all the DC movies in honor of the announcement of the Snyder Cut. So, we will see. Sorry about that. That's an alarm on my phone. But yeah, so I got that stuff going on. AEW NXT reviews every Wednesday on the YouTube channel, NerdyMark. And yeah, that's it. Just let's keep it real, folks.
Keep it real.
Check out this Wednesday whenever Armbar Nerds comes at you. And if you don't know who that is, that's the Armbar Audio crew and the NerdyMark. When we talk all things music.
Yeah, we'll be talking music this week. And
Fun.
yeah, that'll be uploaded tomorrow. So check that out. The Armbar Nerds podcast is on a bi-weekly upload schedule right now. Once we feel like we're getting into the groove with that, we will probably move that to a weekly.
Yeah.
I'd say eventually. But yeah, so
We're on.
thank you.
We're on. Okay, sorry. We're on
Thank you for
Anchor,
joining.
Spotify, all that good stuff.
Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. It's all in the link trees.
Yep,
That link tree, man, they're doing God's work.
they're a lifesaver.
I gotta tell you, link tree
It's
is
a tree,
good
but instead of
fucking-
a branch growing out of it, it's links.
yeah, dude.
It's
You
crazy.
got
Yeah, Anchor, and this isn't like suck Anchor's dick. No, Anchor was good for us to find. Linktree was
Yeah.
good for us to find.
Shout out to Mr. Warren Hayes.
Shout out to Warren Hayes, man, because he told us about this stuff, and they just do it all for you. Like, it's so awesome. It's so good.
So with that, wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, noon, or night, you have a great one in peace and love, especially right now.
Especially
to
right now.
all of you.
Yeah.
And all of you includes all of you.
Bang!